nasty brown.
Return of the Loot. Oh God. You like that title? I figured that'd be a little bit creative. Return of the Silverware. I hate silverware so much. It's like the worst part of washing dishes. No, I actually had to go. I had to stop and go to my meeting earlier, and surprisingly, the meeting actually went really well, which was kind of scary because I was waiting for someone to say like, "I'm gonna slit your throat, bruh," and it was just like, hey, cool, like this is great. Like I'm just like thinking like, and I remember I messaged someone after the meeting who was in the meeting, and I'm like, is it just me or does that seem like that went over way too well? And they were just like, well, he's in a good mood today or whatever. And I'm just like, I guess, like, but still, just I was expecting off with his head. So I'm just glad that didn't happen. So that was nice. Very nice. My night's not ruined because of work anxiety or anything like that. I mean, that was a good reason to clean dishes before that meeting because that was a way to let me just kind of relax and just focus on something so that I wasn't focusing on worrying about what was going to happen in that meeting. That's manufactured anxiety, folks. So I can tell my therapist about that. How many dishes are in your sink where it takes you over? Dude, well, I mean, I already put away. So let's see. So the prior session, wakey, all the fans and fakies. It's time for bakey. So I put away bowls, 4 glass bowls, like 3 Tupperware plastic bowls, varying sizes. I've got 3 more little plastic ones I washed, a big plastic one I washed, a glass. I've got 3 spatulas, a handful of silverware, and a couple of, one pot in here that I need to wash. So it wasn't all in my sink, but like, yeah, there was still a lot. There was a lot in here, so it's disgusting, dude. I'm telling you, I'm not proud of it. So don't get the wrong impression. I'm like, hey, look at my kitchen, my sink's a disgusting mess, and I'm happy. No, like that, it just creates more anxiety for me because then I'm just like, you need a dishwasher, and I do have a dishwasher. I just don't put dishes in the dishwasher because usually I don't have enough dishes by myself alone to warrant running the dishwasher. And the thing is the plasticware can't go in the dishwasher because then it gets all filmy and stuff. So I can't wash that in a dishwasher. So once I eliminate the plastic stuff from it, then I literally have nothing that's worth washing in the dishwasher. So that's why it's just easier to wash it by hand. I mean, I'm probably saving money by running my water as long as I am, and not running the dishwasher. So I think I am being. You wish you had a dishwasher. I feel like I'm being environment friendly by not using the dishwasher. So to Amon earlier, who was getting on me about wasting water, I mean, I may be wasting water, but not as much water as could be wasting if I use the dishwasher. The ringing noise, I'll tell you exactly what it is. Now you're going to tell me, hey, that ringing noise stopped. At least you should. It's okay. We have a dishwasher at home that we don't use. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of depends on it kind of just depends on how fast you run it. Dishwashers are more for like, hey, you just had Thanksgiving dinner or something like that, where you have like a lot of people over and you had a big dinner and all these plates and bowls and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, dishwasher for that for sure. But like if you just have a family of 3 or whatever sitting down for dinner, then you probably don't need to run the dishwasher much at all for that. But I guess it kind of depends. Yeah, I had my chili pot still sitting out, so that was kind of not good. I'm a disgusting mess, man. The dishwasher doesn't clean that well at the time all the time. Well, I mean, that's probably because it needs to be serviced or something. If that's the case, usually that's why. Because either like the water pressure or there's something wrong with the dishwasher. Is usually the reason why that happens. Say what, Baker? I couldn't hear you. Stop lying. There's no ringing noise. Not anymore. There's not. Hey, would you look at the? Hey, would you look at that? The ringing noise stopped. Yes. Yeah, it's there's a device that I plugged into the wall that's supposed to be like an anti-deterrent for um, pests. Not that I have any, but like I've had some enter the home before. I think there's a way for them to get in. Actually, I know there's a way for them to get in, so it's more just a deterrent for them. So I haven't patched that, haven't fixed that yet, but one day it'll happen. So, yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, so that was good that meeting went well, though. I mean, that was made my day. Actually, something made my day this morning. I can't remember what it was. Something made me happy. I can't remember what it was. It was just like, oh yeah, duh, I remember. So like we were talking about the project that I put that plan together for at work, and someone came in and they came into the project late, like literally on Friday. I think it was Thursday night into Friday. We said, hey, like you're being added to this project. We need you to like go over this documentation and read it, and then be prepared for like Tuesday. I said, be prepared for Tuesday to start doing some work. And then so we talked to her today because we had a little status update thing, like, hey, where's everyone at on their stuff for the people who should have made progress. And she's like, oh, I've got like this much done on this and that, and this one's already done. I'm just like, what? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, good job. And she's like, oh, thank you. Like it was just, I like to be able to tell people thank you, like good job and stuff like that. But usually people in IT find a way to fail you. Developers find a way to let you down all the time or something. I don't know. I think it's a developer thing. I don't know. They find ways to let you down, so then you don't really have much nice to say all the time. It's just kind of like, damn it. If someone broke into your house bigger, you can just transform your YCW character. I know, it's just a random thought. That'd be interesting. Although I don't think I have to worry about anyone breaking into my house, to be honest. I don't live in that kind of neighborhood. So today I ended up taking, this morning Melinda ends up texting me. Well, first she texted me and then realized that I wasn't going to read her text right away. So then I get a call from Melinda. And that's random. That's rare because we never call each other and talk on the phone. We always see each other in person. So if she's calling me, I'm like, well, this has got to be serious. Something's up. So she called me, and then she's like, hey, can you come pick me up? Like, I'm at Mr. Tiger's. I had to drop my car off up here because all of a sudden my brakes just went out. She's like, I had to use my emergency brake to just drive down the street to get to the place so they could look at it. Don't make it sound... Oh. Guess who's getting chicken wings? Oh, God. Dude, why do you need chicken wings? Why, Trey? Dude, I swear, I'm gonna call the... I'm gonna call child services. Like, yo, this dude says I'm addicted. I'm gonna call child services and be like, yo, man, this dude's mom, like, she just keeps feeding, she's like force feeding him chicken wings or something. Like, now he's just like addicted to them like crack, and he won't stop eating chicken wings. Like, you need to get over there and clean this up. we got a real issue with the Myers household. We got an issue with the Myers household, people. And we're like, right away, sir, let's get over there and take care of this. Let's shut them down. That's because it is They're not that good. I mean, chicken wing, look, I I like chicken as much as the next person. I agree. I could probably eat them a lot, but I don't know that I'd want to. Like, at some point. Now, great. I know it's different for you because you're a kid, so like you got like a different kind of you're kind of at the stage of your life. I see it addicted. Well, yeah, that's but see, I don't know. See, I know I get what you're saying, and for the most part, I agree with what you're saying there. But people can get addicted to food, man, and that's like a serious issue. Why do you think America's like the most obese country in the world? Because people are addicted to food, and food can kill you because you eat too much of it. Like you eat too much of the wrong food, and that's so it's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't. I mean, you can be addicted to just about anything, and unfortunately, addiction is what kills people. So I mean, whether it's food or drugs, alcohol, caffeine, like all that shit has a way of killing you, man. Like you gotta like do stuff in moderation and kind of watch out for yourself because shit, no one's gonna stop you from buying too many chicken wings because it's a business. They're there to make money, not worry about your health, right? So I mean, you're the only one who can look out for yourself. No one else can look out for you. That's why I try to be like That's why I try to be a conscience here on my channel. Like I don't try to do it just to like make anyone feel bad. I do it because like shit, man. You always gotta be worried about that stuff. You always gotta be worried. I mean, I am. I've been drinking a lot more now than I ever used to drink, and I don't worry because I feel like I'm becoming addicted to it. But like I just like to drink, like, and it tastes good. But like at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I need to stop. I just need to stop buying Angry Orchards for probably a month or something, and just drink it when I go out. Like that's what I was doing before. I didn't really. I would buy a case of Angry Orchard every once in a while, and then be satisfied with that. I would drink one a night or something for a week, or it would just sit in there and I would just drink one when I felt like, hey, I just want to drink or something. But like now it's like it's anything but that. It's just like, oh, I fill up my big drinking thing, my big stein. That's 2 Angry Orchards. Drink that like almost once a day. So I drink like 2 Angry Orchards a night now sometimes, man. It's crazy. It's not good. It's not good for me, and I need to cut that crap out. So I mean, that's the thing is that you can just you can take things too far, and sometimes you don't realize it, right? Technically, like you could become addicted to trolling people because maybe you become like so dissatisfied with your own life that the only pleasure you have in life is making people angry. And that's called being, well, no, I wouldn't say that's what it would be called. I was going to say a word, but that wouldn't be the right word. But you could actually be addicted to making other people feel miserable because you feel miserable about yourself. That is an actual thing. So, like, that's, and who wants to be those people, right? I certainly wouldn't. But some people, they can't find any joy in their own life, so they go and they just, their focus is just try to make other people mad and put other people down. That's what a bully is, basically. That's basically a bully, for lack of a better word. It's called being a camp. Yeah, don't you have a dishwasher? I do, Mike, but so I already explained all this, though. That bitch didn't come over tonight to fucking clean my dishes. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't have enough, I don't have enough dishes to warrant using the dishwasher. And I have so much plasticware that I don't wash that the plasticware will get like essentially filmy and stuff like that in the dishwasher, so I can't wash the plasticware in there, and that's a good majority of the dishes I usually end up having, so it's not even worth running the dishwasher for such few dishes. Like I'd probably save money in water because of not running the dishwasher. Because the dishwasher runs for like an hour, man. Like yeah, some of that's drying, but most of it's like actually using water and shit. So I mean. And it's probably certainly a lot more water being dispersed than what I'm using in the sink. So yeah, I'm saving water by washing my dishes by hand, I feel. Is she not home right now? There's no way she went to bed already. I think she's just not home right now. How dare she not be home? Oh, so I was saying every bill is fixed. No, that's not true. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay. That's definitely not true. Oh yeah, so Melinda, so her brakes went on in her car, and she basically said that she had to use her emergency brake to get to the tire place today, and so I went up and picked her up. I actually was like this morning. I left work like for 10 minutes to go pick her up. So she called me and was like, "Hey, come pick me up." I was like, "All right, I got you, boo." As she says to me sometimes, "I got you, boo." Um, yeah. You shower at the bathroom. And my water bill's still the same. Wait, what? What? I don't. What do you mean? You just ran the water now, and the last water bill you got didn't change? I'm confused by that. No, that would be depicted in your next water bill, right? I'm. I don't know what you're saying, Mike. I don't know what you're saying, man. Unless that's what you're saying, you're trying to be funny. What I ended up doing last night, I was working. I ended up pulling up my project plan for work, and I spent my time doing that, which I'm glad I did because then because I was ready for today. Like that would have been bad because I had ended up sending out an email last night at like 10 o'clock or something, and someone said today they were like, "Oh yeah, that's right." They sent me an email. They're like, "Hey, you mistaken me to like assign me to some work or something," and I said, "No, I didn't. Like that was intentional." And I was like, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't know that." And I'm like, "Well, don't you read your emails on Sunday?" and I put like a smiley face after it, like, "Ha, I'm just kidding." And he goes, "No, Steve, I don't read my emails on the weekend." And I'm like, "Yeah, I was joking. That's why I put the smiley face after it." Like literally, if someone takes everything very literally, I'm just like, I put a smiley face to show, like, I'm just, haha, I'm kidding. Like, did I really have to spell it out for you too? Haha, I'm kidding. Like, all I can say is no one's gonna ruin my mood today. That's all I'm saying. If you're here to try to kill my mood, get the fuck out. I'm in a good mood right now, and I'm happy. So, yeah, I don't need no negativity in here. Guess I'll get out. Whatever. You're not. Why would you get out? You're not upsetting me. You haven't. I feel like you haven't come here to just try to upset me. I'm gonna go eat supper. See yellow later. What yellow? How dare you know that was my master plan? What? Trey, stop lying. Why? Why were you? Why was it? Why was that your master plan? That's kind of devious. I feel like you're too young to have master plans. You're too young for devious master plans. Well, actually, no, you're not. I guess to some extent. And if anyone actually left after I said that, then I'm glad you did because if you really were just coming here to try to irritate me or something, then like I don't even want to talk to you, like because then that just means you're being selfish or you're, you got some problems, like you're you got some issues, or you're just trying to troll, which like I said, no one appreciates a troll. No one appreciates a troll except for trolls. They appreciate themselves because that's all they have to look forward to, I guess, in life is irritating people or trying to upset people or something. I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't get it. I'll never understand. Imagine going through life with a goal of just trying to find a way of irritating people or making people upset. What a sad life. What a sad life those people must live. I guess I should feel bad for them. I don't know. Don't know. What was that? I feel like that was in an episode of South Park when they were just like, "You can get the book now." It was just like, I forget what episode that was though. I feel like that should ring a bell, like, but I feel like that was an actual South Park episode. You can get the book out. All right. Okay, now I'm wasting water. I walked away from the I walked away from the sink while the water's still running. Okay, yes, that is wasting water. I'm sorry. I apologize to all you environmentalists out there that are like, bro, how could you? But yeah, so then I went and took then I went. Oh, so then oh yeah. So the point I was making was that so Melinda then like she's like well she's like this kind of bummed me out because she's like I was actually going to get my hair cut this morning and so this happened before I happened to go get my hair cut and like I had other things I wanted to do and this that and the other and so while I was driving back home I was like well why don't you just borrow my car to go do all that? She's like, what? She's like, wouldn't that be weird? And I'm like, why is it weird? I'm like, you need to borrow a car. I don't have no use for my car during the day ever at all. So I'm like, why don't you just take my car? You're my friend. You can borrow my car. I've got an insurance card in here, so you can actually be driving with insurance for once in your life. And she's like, wow, that is weird. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, just take my car, go get your hair cut, go do what you got to do. Because honestly, like, look, that's what a good friend would do. That's what someone who cares about you would do, right? Or just someone who's just like, look, I don't want to see you unhappy. I don't want to see that one incident at the beginning of the day ruin your whole day. Because then she would have sat at home, been upset. I'm, I'm currently watching a man washing dishes now. Right. You know, that could have upset her whole day, right? You know, and I didn't want to see her upset. So I did the what came natural to my heart, which said, hey, let this person borrow your car. You have a car, they don't. So let them borrow your car and do what they were going to do and not interrupt their day, you know? And so, and most people would be appreciative of that. And she's like, well, that was very nice of you. I mean, she texted me after, like, I brought her after I went and helped her go pick up her car. And she said, seriously, that was really nice that you let me borrow your car and all that. I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I? You know, it's like, it's you. Like, how could I, why would I not have offered something like that? Like, it would have been one thing if she would have been someone who's like always in accidents or something, but she doesn't, she's basically driven without insurance like her entire life. And so if she was accident prone, she would have been in jail by now, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, for driving without insurance. But yeah, Darrell, what's up, man? What have you been up to, dude? What have you been up to? You know what? Darrell, are you still there? I actually have a question for you. I just thought of this now because I got this Friday the 13th collection of movies today, and now it made me think of Camp Crystal Lake because I thought you said you were like give tours around there or something like that. I feel like I remember you telling me that before that you give tours around Camp Crystal Lake, Camp Blood. Boo! Oh gosh, yes. What's up, Lizzie? How are you? Yeah, you're here. So yeah, do you do those tours and all that at Camp Blood? You do. So, how, like, I'm assuming though that got shut down last year, right? Due to COVID. Like, when they have those tours, like, when do they normally, like, is that, like, throughout the year? Like, during the summer or something like that? Or do you know, like, when are those tours actually available? And, like, how far in advance? They didn't shut them down? Wow. How far in advance do you normally have to, like, reserve a spot to do one of those tours? So we have 2 events in the summer. Okay. Lizzie, if you're still here, how was your day? How was your day today? How are you doing? Next year, Daniel will be hosting the Vince Lombardi Trophy. Oh my gosh, dude, stop it. I mean, I guess anything's possible, right? Anything's possible. That I cannot tell you since this is my first year working the tours. Wait, what? Wait, like, so you don't, like, you mean you can't tell me if, like, when the best time is, or, like, or if I have, how far in advance I need to, like, reserve? So I'm assuming I'm assuming you just do that online, right? You can just go online and book or something. I feel like I'd like to see. I'd like to try to do that this year. You wish you knew. Okay, well, that's fine. Bigger, yeah. I would want to go to one of those. I think it would be really cool. You get some decently good numbers, huh? That is interesting. Yeah, I definitely would. I definitely want to go to one of those one year. I mean, I think that was like that's like the coolest thing. I never knew. I think you were the one. Oh no, I think I found it online. That's when I was talking about it. And that's when you said, "Oh yeah, I know about those tours." It was like, what? To meet you, yeah, that would be neat. That would be really neat. I mean, chances are I would go there with someone. So I'd be like, "Hey, I know this guy from my YouTube channel. Like, this is Mike. This is Michael here." But everyone calls him Darrell. See you in person and be like, "What's up, Darrell?" And be like, "Yo, that's not my name, dog." Shit's about to go down. Uh-oh. You just realized you have too much. Really, you just now realize that? Well, I mean, but we don't call Darrell Mike, so I mean, yes, technically we do, but Mike doesn't know that. Otherwise, Mike might not feel nearly as special if he knew there was another Mike. We're only allowed to have one Mike. I have so many nicknames during summer camp itself. Really? Okay. You forgot his name was Mike. So Donovan's going to be the Giants and the Browns. Giants and Browns Super Bowl 2022. I've seen all these videos come out about like, what do the Browns need to do in order to, remain contenders for next year. And I see all these crazy videos about like, it was like, if they trade for J.J. Watt and all this kind of stuff, but it's just like they just need to focus on defense. They just need to focus on defense in the draft, and then worry about if like, hey, OBJ, can you just be a good teammate and not be a selfish bastard? When you get married next year, wait, what? There's a chance. Oh God. Wait, what? Are you hooked up with someone? You're gonna get married, Darrell? Is that what's happening? I heard something about the Browns going out, getting. Yeah, I heard. Well, because the rumor was that Richard Sherman said that he wanted to play for Woods, and I saw some people tweet at him, like someone from Cleveland tweet at him, said, "Hey, it would be nice to add you to the staff or whatever." And he's like, "Well, we'll see what happens, in the off season or something like that." So I mean. And I think it was Marcus in Discord who had mentioned at some point, he's like, "Oh yeah, he's the one who complained about the Baker Mayfield handshake," and I had completely forgot about that. And it's just like, you know what? Yeah, fuck that guy. Like you gave Baker Mayfield so much shit, and then but see, that's the headline that everyone remembers. But remember, then after the fact, I think someone had pointed out, like, dude, like he tried to shake your hand, and you were just like being a butthead. Yeah, remember it was the one when Baker. I think it was Baker Mayfield's rookie year when they played against San Francisco. Um, Richard Sherman. They went to midfield to do a handshake, and he claimed that Baker Mayfield like rejected or refused to shake his hand. And then I think it was on the Pat McAfee show. He showed him. He's like, dude, like you did shake hands or something, or he reached out and like you didn't or something like that. And then he was like, oh well. Okay, I guess. So, like, then he kind of changed his tune, but like no one remembers that part of it. Everyone just remembers Richard Sherman being a big fat crybaby for something that never really happened. Yeah, it was just like, yeah, he made it into some big thing. He made it into some big thing, and then it was really nothing. He just, for whatever reason, he just he felt slighted because Mayfield was rookie. Oh. Anyways. Um, they bought rigged. Rigged. That's funny. All right, dish drying time. Our favorite part. I still have silverware in the sink, and I still have like a strainer to wash. With Deshaun Watson come to the jet, dude. Why would you want Deshaun Watson? Look, first off, oh man, Darrell. I don't know, dude. Like. I don't think the Jets really are ready for a Deshaun Watson. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you've got your wishes. So how's Baker night besides dishes? I mean, I'm in a good mood, man. Really? Oh God, or is this going where I think this is going, Whitey? Just 8 ball hate me. Deshaun Watson, the top five QB. Wow, I got roasted. No, what? Wait, you got roasted? How'd you get roasted? Um, 8 ball definitely hates you. Wow, man, 8 ball's being a savage today, I guess. um, no, I just look. I think we had this conversation before. Wait, no, I was going to ask you, like, do you? I feel like you think that the Jets did all the right stuff so far, right? I mean, they fired Adam Gase, but then I don't know what else they've really done. Is Baker actually doing dishes? What do you think this is? I'm drying my dishes. I'm trying to dry my ladle. You want to help me dry my ladle? Look, see? Yes, I'm actually doing dishes. 8 ball is very positive tonight. Did you notice that? 8 ball is being very positive tonight, I feel. A lot of yeses. Usually 8 ball's opposite of that is very negative or more somewhere in the middle. Like, yeah, maybe yes, your coach is great, and his people he brought into the organization will definitely turn things around. But they need players, right? Who's gonna if you had Deshaun Watson, who the hell's gonna block for him? If you had Deshaun Watson, who the hell's he gonna throw to? Do you think Juju's gonna come to? Do you think Juju's gonna go to New York? Would you really want? Would you really? Okay, let me ask you this: if Deshaun Watson, for some crazy reason, ends up in New York, would you want Juju Smith-Schuster or Boo Boo Smith-Schuster in New York? Our wide receiver average. And again, like I'm not trying to be like honestly, like I never when we have these conversations, like I never try to be insulting. I just kind of give like my perspective based on what I understand. So like if you tell me, oh no, like I feel like we're better here, we're better there, then tell me. I mean, I just kind of know from a distance. I'm not like a Jets fan or anything, so I can't really say. But just based on my understanding of how they've played and stuff like that, I mean that's the only real assessment that you have is your record. And Juju is almost a tumor. he's pretty much a cancer, dude. He's driving his ladle like every good old Christian boy should, right? Honolulu Smith Poopster. Okay. Yeah, Juju is pretty much a cancer. I don't think that you'd want that in your locker room. I agree. I mean, even if there was rumors that like, oh, he might come play for Cleveland. Oh, fuck that dude. Forget that guy. We do not. Cleveland does not need that guy. Cleveland does not need that guy at all. I don't feel like Cleveland needs like wide receivers, to be honest. I mean, you could always use another good wide receiver, but I mean, Higgins can play really well, but he needs other people on the field better than him. So like he's a good situational guy or a good number three. See, yeah, or 8 ball is being very positive tonight. Oh hell no! Right. Browns trade Odell back for offensive lineman. Like, give me my offensive lineman back. Give me back Jabril Peppers. That'd be funny. Here, take him back and draft a rookie OL. Okay. You watch This Is So Slow. Dude, this is therapy time, Mike. I'm not trying to like hurry up, like, you know? This is actually something that Melinda let me borrow when she sent food home with me one night. Some like plastic container thingamajig. Look, I got my glass washed. Now you can have Zeitler back. He's just dead cap space. I mean, yeah, but well, if I know that now that you told me that, now I definitely want another player, Donovan. I want someone else in return. Hey guys, I'm just gonna talk like this the whole stream. Just let the dishes soak in water. Mike, you know what? Great minds. Did you see that episode of The Office? They have to soak. that whole thing where Jim lived with Daryl, and Daryl's like, oh, he has this thing about they have to soak. That's basically Mike's one of those guys. And honestly, I am too easily. Like it depends. Like if it's something that hadn't been washed in a little while, then yes, of course it has to soak. You can have Colt McCoy back. What? Bro, you want some money? How's that? Colt McCoy. Forget that. So we can just come back to retire. Like, hey, I started in Cleveland, so I'll finish in Cleveland. No, that's okay. That's okay. I can do without that. I'm fine. I'm not about sentiment when it comes to him necessarily. I mean, if he wanted to retire in Cleveland, that's fine, but that would be like a 1-day contract, and I'm not like gonna be like, hey, let me come back and you play for us. Nah. Colt McCoy had a third round pick for Odell. A third round pick? Wow. That's no way, dude. Forget that. He's definitely. Here's the thing. I mean, I know maybe he hasn't proved it just yet, and maybe he never will. If Odell can never be, if he can never just agree to be a team player, Mike. If Odell can never agree to be a team player, he will never be more than. Oh, look at that! Look at man. 8-Ball's got all the right answers tonight, guys. That's all I'm saying. 8-Ball's got all the right answers tonight. See, he said probably not. Now, should it have been probably? No. It should have been like definite. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about the noise. Definitely not. But that's better than 8-Ball saying yes or definitely. Colt McCoy played Bernardino Jones. Oh, well, see, there you go. Ugh. How did this get all dingy? I don't understand that. You're stupid for asking that question. Yeah, there's also some pretty insulting ones as well. Is cursing allowed? Yeah, fun, but. About that. Guys, let's just be let's just be thankful that 8-Ball is just a made up thing that just randomly predicts stuff based on no knowledge of what the hell you're even asking it. Let's keep that in mind, guys. It's just a computer, more or less. You know, I can create a program like that you just ask it questions and it just gives you random answers. I mean, that's pretty easy to do, actually. So there's no thought process in that. Let's just be thankful for that. Otherwise, we could have real conundrum on our hands in life. Reality and the fake world could be aligned too much. Oh man, I thought I had some cheese left. I don't have any cheese left, man. Shit. You know, I actually have pizza rolls left. I can make some pizza rolls for dinner. Make the rest of these pizza rolls, and I have like 3 taquitos sitting in the freezer. Like, I literally have nothing to eat at this point. I ate all my B-dubs. Between last night and today. Well, yesterday for lunch, then dinner, then then lunch today. I ate all my B-dubs, so I don't have that left, which is good. At least it still tasted good. It didn't taste old or anything like that. Well, I'm sure some people tell me otherwise. What the hell? Does she actually go out or does she go to bed? I cannot believe she went to bed already. It'd be insane. Is my future wife gonna be hot? Really? What's up, Gabe Huerta? Is chocolate milk better? Oh man, Mike. Your future is grim. Yes. What do you mean yes? Yes what? That's a yes. That's not a yes. Look, he's got a, like a money thing. Your future wife's gonna be a stripper, I think. I think that's what he's trying to say. Mike's in love with the stripper. Mike, don't tell me you don't know that song. Mike doesn't know good music though, so he probably doesn't know any songs. He doesn't know any good songs. I've heard the stuff you listen to, Mike. It's terrible. Guess who's back? I don't know. Back again? Is it Shady? Is your name Shady? We start calling you Shady? You know, this ain't about answering my questions. It may, I don't know. Am I seeing your questions though? If your question is being held for review or something like that, that could be why. Hey, ball is Mike. Yeah, he's answering questions. See? Am I stoop up? What the hell is stoop up? So sometimes if you have, if you swear in your questions to 8-Ball, it seems like 8-Ball takes exception to swearing. So yeah, just keep that in mind as well. If you're saying it seems like we learned that the other day. The 8-Ball is kind of sensitive about swear words and questions to it. Is chocolate? Wait, chocolate is better than caramel or caramel. What? Ooh, that's a rough one. That's a rough one. Oh man, nice. Thank you, 8-Ball, for cutting that off of the head. Thank you for cutting that off of the head, 8-Ball. We are now best friends officially. Probably not. Damn, Marcus. Ow. Nope. Good thing. Good thing. The one good thing about life is that isn't there? There's a saying, right? To each their own. So just because I like something doesn't mean that you have to like it. Just because you like something doesn't mean I have to like it. So that is the great thing about life is that we can each like our own things and not have to. We don't have to try to force things on people that they don't like. And just because people don't like the same stuff that we do doesn't mean that they're any different than you and I. Right? That's what that means. Yes, the return of the silverware. What's up, buddy? Yes, I know, dude. It'll get you every time. It gets me every time. I'll tell you that much, dude. Like I absolutely. It's Baker packing. Wait, what? Definitely. Wait, I'm confused. Packing what? Like, packing could mean like multiple things. So it's but I figured there would be people in here today talking about that nonsense. And again, it started off right away with someone asking a question about something or saying something about yesterday, and like I said, I'm not like I'm in too good of a mood to be bogged down with that nonsense. So if you're if you're so intended to come in here and try to like put me in a bad mood or irritate me about something, like just leave, because I'm not about that. I've got more important things in my life to worry about than the outcome of something that like literally has no meaning or significance in I guess in any of our lives, to be honest. Why does water keep randomly getting really hot and then warm, even though the dials just stayed pretty much the same? Yeah, the good thing is that, like, again, I mean, I don't. Well, we were talking about that. Well, I was talking about that earlier. I think, well, there was a slight conversation going on about that earlier. Is that You know, I don't. For me, I don't live. I don't need to live vicariously through someone else and what their accomplishments are. I can, fortunately, I have my own to look forward to. I have my own to look forward to, and so that's what I do. Is I just worry about what I can control and not worry about what other people do. Will I do a 24-hour stream within the next 7 months? Why within the next 7 months? There's a chance. I mean, there is a chance. There's always a chance, right? Eight ball is not the 8 ball. You know, 8 ball. I'm enjoying 8 ball tonight. 8 ball's doing really well. He's doing a 8 ball's doing a fantastic job at just being a bot. It's You know what? They could make us. They could. You know what? You could actually make a sport out of that. You could actually make a sport out of washing dishes. It actually should be considered like a what the hell do they call it? A trade. Like, I'm gonna go to school, learn how to wash dishes. I mean, honestly, like, I feel like, um, yeah. Anyways, but like I said, we had a bet. Did we have a bet? I'm not sure. Did we? I don't know if we had a bet. I don't usually bet on anything, so I probably did not agree to anything. Eight Ball doesn't lie. You have to do a 24-hour stream. Oh god. Within the next 7 months, though. You have to kiss Preston now. Oh god. No, that we're saving that for the wrestling match and the garden massacre, the garden brawl, whatever the hell the name of the pay-per-view would be. No, but yeah. Anyways, we're just gonna kind of skip all that, but yeah. Well, I get a girlfriend this year. Damn. You know what? But that's you know what? But there's nothing wrong with not having a girlfriend necessarily. Wait, why do you keep asking the same thing? Oh, you forgot the I. Wait, what? Are you joking? Wow, that. Oh my god. Still, you're just getting shut down by 8 Ball, Jarrell. Now that you clarify, 8Bot's like, wait, what? Oh wait, I gave you a slightly better answer the last time. Now I'm just gonna give you a worse one. I'm kind of debating. Like, I kind of want something to go buy something for dinner, but I really just need to go shopping. But I kind of want to go buy something for dinner, and for some reason, I've had pizza on my mind or a calzone. But like, that's the absolute worst thing I could possibly eat because my acid reflux has been so bad for the last month because I just keep eating like the shittiest food on top of drinking coffee. I've been eating the most acidic food. Let's effing go. So I'm getting married this year, but I won't have a girlfriend this year. Next year. Don't put too much faith in the 8 Ball, okay? Don't put too much faith into it. I mean, you can, take 8 Ball's responses with a grain of salt, okay? That's all I can say. Like, 8 Ball needs to come with a, 8 Ball needs to come with a, the warning. Does Baker keep kids in his basement? Oh god. No, I do not. 8 Ball needs to come with a warning like the responses provided by 8 Ball are not necessarily the views of the channel owner or something like that. Like I need to have 8 Ball needs to say that, like with every single response. 8 Ball said you were gonna get lucky this weekend. Oh baby, maybe you're gonna get a kiss on the cheek. Wesley's like score. Oh wait, did I forget to clarify? It's gonna be from your mom. Just kidding. Score. I'm just messing with you, dude. So rude. Hey yo, what the fuck? I'm just messing with you, dude. You know I got mad love for you. When the imposter is sus. Yeah. So guys, what did everyone do today? I feel like I'm just kind of sitting here reading 8 Ball messages. I mean, I'm glad that 8 Ball is extremely entertaining. Don't get me wrong. I love 8 Ball now, I guess, because you know, everyone seems to love how either extremely good the answers are or how savagely wrong they are. You did nothing? Well, you're boring. The hell? Did you have school or something? You did nothing. I'm boring. Well, come on. Did you have school? Did you go out and play outside? Well, actually, it was pretty cold here today. It was like 10 when I woke up this morning. I texted and then when Melinda texted me later on, I said, "Hey, remember when I told you about how February gets really cold up here?" Yeah. Something to that extent. You've been playing Minecraft this entire time. Wow. Well, what'd you do this morning? Like, didn't you guys again? Don't you guys go to school or work or something? Like masturbate? I don't. I mean, yeah, school. So wait. So are you still behind on school assignments, Trey? Did your mom have to kick your butt? 5 degrees? Damn. You played Madden? Really? You played Madden? Did Ella not want to talk today or something? Or did you do that instead of talk to your girlfriend as usual? You wake up and you had an off college day. Oh, that's cool. Was that just because of was it because of the weather? Or just the, you just didn't have any classes scheduled for today? She has school during the day. What the hell do you do then, Wesley? Like, dude, you're not graduated from high school, so you should have class every day. No, just how you're okay. What classes are you taking this semester? Darrell, are you are you close to like an end of he skipped school, yeah, really. Are you like towards the end of a semester right now, or did you start one or kind of in the middle one? Like what's the deal with that? Do you actually like go to school or communications? Okay. Do you actually go into school for classes, or or are they still doing just online or whatever? You just started up, okay. School is for dummies. Okay. Yeah, no, okay. Are they? Well, I'm assuming they're probably like every other school where it's like, well, if cases ramp up, then like they tell people not to come in, and then if COVID cases are down, then they're like, well, you can come in, just play this little game all the time. I can't imagine like going to school and all this anyway. Like it was bad enough when we had school shootings, and now you got to worry about like is your next door is the person sitting next to you going to infect you with COVID? I mean, this is right now. We just replaced one fear with another. I'm telling you, there's a lot of Republicans that used to say that like COVID is a Democratic made up like lie to try to get you to stay home or something like that because apparently Democrats don't believe in like businesses and stuff. Which obviously I'm just making that up. That's not true, but some Republicans would make you think that way. I feel like COVID was actually is a Republican hoax because Donald Trump was trying to look for ways to stop school shootings because there was so many happening even under his watch. And he's like, guys, we need to come up with a plan. How do we stop this from happening? And then someone said, I know, we just won't have kids go to school. no school shootings, and he was like, you know what, that's a great idea. Donald Trump being Donald Trump. That's a great idea. How do we do that? Well, we need to find a way to sell this deadly virus that we created to the Chinese, and then find someone on the inside who's willing to unleash this deadly virus in China. So that way, because if it looks like if we start in the U.S., then it's going to look kind of suspect. One, two, it makes us look incompetent. So we need to have some other country take this virus on for us so that we don't look so stupid, and then it'll find its way here, and then we can like tell kids they don't need to go to school. And I'm just making this up. Like literally, it just kind of was like some weird thing. I honestly don't think that, but I'm kind of being facetious with that whole thing. 3 of your classes are virtual and 1 is in person. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Geez, you're having a stroke. Yeah, it's just like when you're talking, you say something out of whack, and I think we've all experienced that at one point in our life, where someone's like, "Geez, are you having a stroke?" Just because of the way you're talking. Just surprised people still support Trump. I mean, there's still plenty that don't. I mean, obviously, there was something that came out recently about like whether or not they wanted to impeach and all that kind of stuff, and it was kind of like, well, generally speaking, because this number says this and this number says that, it just indicates that people that originally may have voted for Trump or were pro-Trump have decided like, yeah, like we can't let him come back into office ever again. But that could just be people that are just like, they're just mad because of what he didn't do when he was in office or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have been something like that, or mad that he didn't win, so they're now against him. I don't know, however the hell that would really work, but or why that would be someone's logic. Where did my Stein go? Hang on, I need to find this thing. I think it's in here. No, it's not in here. So it must be. Shit, it must be upstairs. Calm down. Have another one, Baker. Oh no, it's in here. It's in the office. Hold on. Hey, get out of my way, bro. Get out of my way, bro. Move, snitch. Get out the way. Duck upside down. Looks like Trump. Okay. Interesting. You haven't heard anything about Joe Biden because I don't know follow politics anymore. What's he been up to? Honestly, I stopped following. The thing is that isn't it great though? Honestly, I think you should be happy about that because I don't know when you stopped following politics, but I'm assuming you stopped following politics either when Trump was. Now, if you stopped following when Trump was done with his term, then that's one thing. But if you stopped following when he was still president, when the Capitol thing happened, okay. So that was still before he was done. But, well, that's kind of unfortunate, though, I guess. But I assume that you still heard things even after that happened, right? Like, oh, Trump did this, or his lawyers are trying to do this, or yeah, I'm assuming that you probably still heard about stuff, right? I would be interested in finding the person who stopped following, like, maybe a few months before. Once it was determined or seemingly determined that he had lost the election, if anyone stopped paying attention and to get their opinion on, well, yeah, what do you really hear about the presidency anymore? And if the answer is, well, I felt like I heard a lot more before than I do now, I feel like that would be a good thing, because the reason why you heard a lot more before is because you always had to worry about, well, shit, what 3 a.m. tweet did I wake up to that's in the news cycle because Donald Trump tweeted some sleepy tweet where he's like, oh, F Kim Jong-un, or, whatever nonsensical BS he was tweeting at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, you don't have to worry about that with our current president. You don't have to worry about him tweeting like stupid racist like rhetoric or trying to stoke flames of people who don't support him and just just trying to be in the news and like make himself quote unquote popular, you know, even if it was negative publicity. Because honestly, you know, you know what they say about publicity. Any publicity is good publicity. Stop following after inauguration. Trump code Joe Flacco, very elite QB. Stop. When who was it? The guy who got that OBJ got into the skirmish with? Was it this year or last year? I feel like it was last year. Their one of their DBs that like tried to choke him at some point during the game. You don't like Flacco? The guy who tried to choke out OBJ when they were like fighting at each other and shit. I remember, you know, Donald Trump would be like, "Oh, there were very fine people on both sides," like the kicking that. No, not bad, dude. That was. I'm talking about when he played for Cleveland. That was a different point in his career. So fortunately that didn't happen when he was in Cleveland. Otherwise, that would have been really embarrassing. So thank God that happened in New York, where it was just embarrassing for him there and the fans there. Norman, was it Norman? No, not Josh Norman. No, he was in the Pro Bowl, I think, or I think he was nominated in the Pro Bowl this year or something. I don't really know the dude's name. Like if you told me it, I would know what. I'd be like, oh yeah, that's him. But he's like a young guy. He's one of their young guys for Baltimore. Either way, like that guy, he basically had the. I feel like his last name starts with an H or something, but I could be way wrong. What? Ooh. His name's like on the tip of my tongue, but like I can't really like think of his name. All right. Marquise Brown. Marlon Humphrey. See? Oh, I was right. See, I said I felt like his name had an H in it. Yeah, Humphrey. That's who it was. There you go. See? I knew it. If you told me it, I knew it. I just couldn't think of it. So yeah, that was who it Marlon Humpback. Yeah, that guy. Remember he got in that fight with OBJ and he was like OBJ was on the ground. He was like trying to choke him out. Like yeah. That was one of OBJ's highlights in Cleveland. You just watched it? Yeah, you see? Yeah, it was crazy. They're like, how the hell did he not get like penalized for that? Like he didn't even get a flag for that. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. You know, OBJ certainly had something to do with that because I think he had smacked him in the helmet a couple of times prior to that. Kind of slapped him around, and then Humphrey was just like, "Okay, homie." But like, you can't like no one. I don't think anyone got flagged for anything on that play. Actually, it just kind of happened, and they're just like, "Oh, that man who DM'd JJ, and he acts like he just got a text from God." Yes, exactly. That's the same guy. Yes. Tyrann Mathieu would have been ejected for it, right? Dang it, that's where I was thinking. Just didn't want to sound stupid. I mean, it's fine. We were all just trying to guess. I mean, I didn't want to guess either because I didn't have a name in mind. Like I just knew I felt like his name had an H in it, or last name started with an H. That's all I remember. It's all I knew, or all I thought I knew. Like even then, I was kind of guessing, but. But I said, as soon as someone said his name, I knew who exactly it was. I just didn't know it myself. Yeah, so these are the plastic things. Like these cannot be washed in the dishwasher. If I put these in the dishwasher, they get all filmy and crap. And they still already kind of get all filmy and crap, even if they're not washed in the dishwasher. But they're not like that. They're not nearly as bad. The kicking that over means undefeated. Hey, like I said, as long as it wasn't in Cleveland, at least he got in a real fight in Cleveland. That's the way I look at it. At least he got in a real fight with a human being. Sad days. The sad days we live in sometimes. Yeah, so I think I'm going to eat pizza rolls tonight for dinner or something, whatever I have left. Tupperware. Well, so technically, I think you're not allowed to say Tupperware anymore. I think that's what Melinda told me, is that you can actually get in trouble for calling it Tupperware, because technically it's not Tupperware. Tupperware is a brand in of itself. She said like Tupperware and Velcro supposedly are words that are like, I don't know, trademarked or some crazy stuff, or like you're not supposed to use them anymore or something weird like that. I don't. I don't read the stuff that much. He kind of gets into all that crap because that's like interesting kind of law lingo for her. So I don't, I never actually looked into it, but every time I've said something like that, like sometimes I almost intentionally use those words just as she goes, oh, you're not allowed to call it that anymore. And I'm like, I'm going to call it that because that's what I know it as. It's just like, what else do you call it? Because I think for Velcro, she referred to it as some other long-winded like thing that you can call Velcro, and I'm like, okay, who the hell knows it is that? Where they would even know to call it that? It's just like, yeah, good luck getting that to catch on. Like strappy, sticky stuff thing. I don't know what that. I don't even know what the hell you would call it. But yeah, she always kind of busts my balls when I say something like when I use the word Velcro or something like that. So I'm just like, all right, fine, whatever. Let's see. Preheat the oven to 425. Oh my god, this is gonna take freaking forever. I hate preheating the oven to 425. It just takes way too long. It takes way too long. Like, Baker, we can't see you. Oh, I ain't know that ish strappy sticky stuff thing. Yeah, I don't know what else would you call it. I mean, I think if you look it up, like Google like alternative things to call Velcro. I mean, I'm assuming that someone's gonna have like, here's a list of, or maybe like search, why can't I use Velcro anymore? Like why can't I call it Velcro anymore? And see if that's actually a thing. I'm sure someone's gonna have like an article on it or something. Food container. Well, I mean, yeah. What, Donovan? Am I slow doing my dishes? I have to go back to reality. I mean, what reality am I not trying to go back to? This is my reality. This is life. This is life stuff, man. These are life skills. You're learning how to wash. Look at my dishes. If anyone wants to buy the type of dishes I have, here you go, right here, Walmart. I've actually had these since like prior to 2007. I've had the same damn dishes. And actually, at some point, we ended up buying more because they still had the same ones in Walmart like several years ago because we had more people coming over and stuff. So we're just like, hey, now we have plenty of dishes for everyone because I only had like a set of 4. Already, I am going back to working on my mic. Okay. Nylon hook and loop. Yes, that's what it was. Nylon hook and loop. Or that's what she said. She said she just used to say, she would say hook and loop. That's what you're supposed to call Velcro. You're not supposed to call it Velcro anymore. It's called hook and loop. Yes. That is exactly it. Nah, I'm only messing. Oh. You made me sad. Oh, that's right. That's why I was going to show you, Darrell or Michael. This is what I got today. Work doesn't know this, but they actually paid for this. I mean, not that I'm hiding anything. I got Amazon gift card from work, and they helped pay for this. This is a Friday the 13th collector's set of all the movies on Blu-ray. I haven't opened it yet. I literally just got it today from Amazon. So, yeah, that's why I was thinking about the Camp Crystal Lake. That's why I was asking you about it. And then I ended up getting, I showed these earlier, but really, Marcus, I got Office Space. I got Tommy Boy, The Negotiator. This is probably one, I love this movie with Samuel Jackson and Kevin Spacey. The Wolf of Wall Street. I needed to get this on Blu-ray because I surprisingly never owned that. This one, I never owned this movie either, but I love it. It's South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. One of my favorite movies. I almost how much that is cost last stream and you ain't tell me. Wait, what? Oh, the Friday the 13th thing? The Friday the 13th set? You want to know how much that cost? It was over $100. It averaged to like less than, because there's like 16 discs in there or something. And I think it was just something over $100, like 120, something like that. I think it wasn't cheap, but I mean it was worth it because you get all the movies on Blu-ray and special features. I mean, not that I'm not big on special features or anything, so don't get me wrong, but the kind of stuff they talk about. But it's all the movies, dude. Like you get all the Friday the 13th movies you could possibly ever want. I don't got that. I mean, no, I understand, dude. I understand. It's not for not everyone can just up and buy stuff like me sometimes. I just happen to be very fortunate, okay? Financially, I'm fortunate. You got $5? Oh no. Well, you need to invest that $5. Did you see there was some article I was going to post in Discord today, but I didn't get around to it. It was this guy, this kid post. Presumably, well, he used to be a kid, but like, so the guy posts on the forums, Wall Street bets. He goes, when I turned 18, no, he said when I turned 18, I had $6,000 and I invested every penny of it into Amazon. And he showed his profile now. Basically, that $6,000 turned into like 40 or $50,000 because now Amazon stock is like about $3,000 per share. So he bought a shit ton of shares when he was 18, and now he's got like 50,000. He basically, if he wanted to cash out, he would cash out at like 50K. It's like, damn, what I would pay to go back in time. I feel like I should have invested in Amazon. I should have invested in Google, but I was not big on stocks back then. So now it's kind of like now you gotta. It's always you've already got all these big things that have already happened, and so now it's like, well, what's the next big thing that you can invest in that you know or have a hunch might actually blow up at some point? Tesla, but see that I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I invested in so the two things I invested in like because I actually researched the company and stuff like that were it's technology based. The one thing I bought two shares in at $27. The stock today is worth like the stock today was trading at like $51 a share. So already one stock that I invested in and looked at like is already up almost well not quite double, but almost there. And the other one was I bought it like $10, 10.50 per share, let's just say, and it's up to like $16 a share. So I mean, and I bought 5 shares of that. So that one's doing pretty good too. I mean, but they're both technology stocks are the ones to invest in. You just have to look for the right ones. Like the one I invested in was a 3D printing company. Yeah, so the two stocks I invested in, if you want to know, one's called Triple D is the ticker, and then the other one is NNDM, Nano something like that. You know, phonetically Nano David Michael, NNDM. That is the other ticker, and you know they've gone up since I've got them because like Triple D was the 3D printing. They're both kind of do 3D printing stuff, I guess. But the Triple D one was the one that at the end of last year it basically paid off all of its debt. So now the company's completely debt free and it's got new like things it's doing and deals it's trying to work through and stuff like that. So basically like they should be looking towards making profits. And they reported higher profits last year, even though they had the debt. So, I mean, that's why I bought them. Because I'm like, well, it sounds like the sky's the limit for them. They have nowhere to go but up. I just wish I would have bought more shares. But they were $27 a share. And it was my first, I put $100 in my Ameritrade account. And I said, what do I want to invest in? And I used that $100 on 2 stocks. You're going to invest in McDonald's. Why, you're going to go buy some food from there? Say, hey, look, I'm investing in you. But see, I don't know how much, I mean, I don't know if you're joking or not, but like, some stocks you'd like to invest in, but they're so expensive. Like if you wanted to invest in like Microsoft, too high, Fiverr even. I wish I would have invested in Fiverr. Who knew Fiverr would blow up? Fiverr was like $20 last year, and over the like beginning of last year, Fiverr was like $20 a share. Now Fiverr is $270 a share. Imagine having invested like 10 shares in Fiverr for $200, and now you basically have like what more than quadrupled your money. At this point, you know what I'm saying? Like that would have been a no-brainer decision if you would have known. But that's the hard part is you just can't predict. You just kind of have to be conscientious about reading what these companies are doing and really understanding like, is this something that I would invest in? Because you're investing your own money in. So yeah, technically you have to really think about it. Am I investing in this or not? Like, do I see this company going somewhere? Is it really worth it to me? blah 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 blah. You know, you hate McDonald's? Yeah, McDonald's is disgusting. I can eat the only things I like to get when I go to McDonald's. I actually was thinking one day, I'm like, I need to wake up early one day, and after I exercise or something, go drive up to McDonald's and get something to eat because I can't remember the last time I had McDonald's. Like to be honest, I just don't eat fast food like that, and so. But if I do get something from McDonald's, if it's breakfast, I'll get like a sausage McMuffin with egg. I really like their coffee too. Their coffee is actually really good compared to like even Bob Evans for example. But I usually get the sausage McMuffin with egg, but then like, or I'll get the steak, egg, and cheese bagel. That's also pretty good. But like, I can't ever get through eating the whole thing because by the time I'm almost done eating their food, my stomach feels sick. And I'm just like, I don't know why I do this to myself. I buy this food thinking like, oh, it's gonna taste so much better this time, right? And I start eating it. I'm just like, oh my god, like I just feel nauseous just eating it. It's like I don't think it's this. I really think like it's actually makes my stomach sick. Like I don't throw up or anything, but it just makes me start to feel gross. Like I don't know what it is about. I think it's because of how much I think it's because of how much grease they have in their food is what makes my stomach get sick because my stomach does not deal well with grease. I do not handle grease well at all. You're gonna invest in a nylon hook and loop. I mean, you know, whatever you want to do, man. You know, if that's what you want to do, then go for it, bruh. But yeah, I would say like again, if you ever want to invest money in stuff, I would consider looking in. Although it's harder for younger people, right? But like, I think that's why the one guy said like when I turned 18, because I think you have to be 18 to even just sign up for half of these broker or websites for trading stocks and stuff. But because I think to some extent they check your credit or some shit like that too. I think. But yeah, I mean, I would consider investing in stocks. You just got to find something that you really like, and then decide if you're gonna go all in on it, or just kind of let me just test the waters and see. That's what I did with my first two. Was I just wanted to test the waters. That's why I didn't buy 10 shares of each of them, because if I did, then I would have instantly dropped like $300 in stocks, and I'm like, I got $100 kind of play money, so to speak. Let me just see what I can do with this $100. And then I made the mistake of I bought AMC when GameStop shares were blowing up and AMC had got inflated. That turned out to be a mistake. Drake from State Farm, right? That ended up being a mistake to do that. Very disappointing. Baker from State Farm, right? When did Jake ever go from being a white guy to a black guy? When did that happen? Was there like a commercial that explained how that worked? Or is it just we're just supposed to be like, oh, okay, well his name could be Jake too, technically. Quit your job and go do commercials first. Right. Yeah, can you imagine what I would like to just get paid just to do commercials for them? Or for anyone for that matter. Just hey, he went outside. He got a tan. He stayed in a warm weathered country on the equator for a long period of time. I was gonna say something different than that, but I had to I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to get canceled, so I need to watch what I say. He has Michael Jackson disease. Oh my god. Michael Jackson disease. Wow. That's at home with Baker Mayfield, right? At home with Baker and Mayfield. Oh, I don't live in Mayfield anymore, so. But there would have been a time where I could have said at home with Baker and Mayfield. So Baker Mayfield needs to live in Mayfield. That's the only way that works. But I know he's probably got a house in like, actually I've always wondered where Baker Mayfield actually lives. I wonder if he probably lives in like Pepper Pike or some crap like that. There's not like, you don't really have that many rich suburbs, I don't think, in Cleveland or around Cleveland. Like, you have Aurora, Solon, but I would say Pepper Pike has, like, $1 million homes and crap. You think we could cancel you? No, I'm not being a stalker. I just kind of just generally speaking, was kind of interested in, like, what kind of home he bought. Plot twist, Baker was his neighbor. Yeah, right, I wish. Because I'd be like, yo, bro, could you get me in one of those progressive commercials? Like, I'll just be a background prop. I'll just sit there and, like, even if I just sit there and look stupid or something, like, I'll do it, man. Just let me be in, yes, Baker and Baker, right? I want to tweet him, say, yo, dude, my last name's Baker. Like, we got to hook up, we got to connect and do a commercial together. What do you think? See what he says. He'd be like, okay. He's like, there's a lot of people I know with the last name Baker, sir. I'd be like, you know what? You, man. You jerk. Don't be a jerk to me. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. You're not allowed to be mean. How many minutes? 12 minutes or so, it says. We'll do 13. Taquitos need, like, what was their thing? 400 degrees for 7 to 9. So, I mean, I'll wait for it to drop down to about 9 minutes or something. It's got 21 kitchens, 45 bathrooms. Jesus. 69,000 chairs. Right. Pretty funny. Sounds a bit like First Energy Stadium to me. I could be mistaken, but it sounds a lot like First Energy Stadium to me. All right, so the kitchen sink is pretty much clean now. Like, I feel like I got all my dishes. I just know I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna have dishes upstairs or something, and I'm gonna be like, fudge. I felt like I brought whatever I had upstairs. I felt like I brought it down last night because I was just like, you know what? I was gonna clean dishes last night, and I started or was thinking about it. Then I was just like, never mind. You're mistaken. I'm talking about progressive field. What? Stop it. Oh, so this is the stuff I bought too. I can only get this on Amazon. I literally tried to look for this in Walmart. Every time I went to Walmart, they never had it. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to keep going back to that store just for them to never have this bleach. So basically, I use that in my sink because if you don't wash dishes often enough and you just let stuff kind of sit in your sink, well, it tends. And I don't have one of those like mats or whatever I put in the sink to like kind of really protect it. And it's a porcelain sink, so it stains very easily, I feel like, and it gets dinged up very easily and scratched and shit. And so, yeah, this thing's kind of got beat the hell up a little bit, unfortunately. But you spray this bleach on there and just let this stuff like soak in. Oh, it's dripping from the handle. I feel like the Amazon guy who delivered this thing, the thing was all like freaking beat the hell up too. Like it's like someone smashed the shit out of the bottle or something because it was like gooing all over the place when I got it. I was like so irritated by that because I'm just like, dude, like they don't handle these packages carefully enough sometimes. But yeah, you just put this bleach in there and let it kind of. BBC, my favorite channel. Oh God. Actually, I have to go. All right, man. Take care, Darrell, Michael. Hope you do great in school this semester, man. Yeah, so I need to think. Oh, yeah. So I think the next thing I'm gonna do for stream though is Darrell is fine. I was trying to think today, like, what else I could do for stream. Oh, that's right. I wanted to do those videos, the TikTok video thing. I saw there was a bunch in Discord already, so I don't think I'm going to have to rely too much on anyone posting inquiries on YouTube. Oh my gosh, that's so much bleach. I feel like I just, like, I'm just inhaling, like, pure bleach fumes or something right now. Oh yeah, but this stuff cleans the sink really good. We did good. Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, there's a lot of videos. I practiced with one, so I used one that Trey had posted as like a sample one, so I could get the recording set up and everything. Because basically, the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to have it on my desktop, and I'm going to have the TikTok video playing on one side and just a narrow thing because that's pretty much how they're all filmed anyways. And then I'm gonna have like me on my webcam on the other side, so there won't be any overlap or anything. And so I recorded a couple, like I recorded like basically just tested out the recording of me commentating on one sometime yesterday just to see how it would work out. Should have been my bee sting one. Well, I don't want to know what any of them are. I mean, it was just I'm not going to actually upload that one. You got to watch for copyrighted music. Ugh. Yeah, that's going to be a problem too. I can't let that in, so I don't feel like I should have to be doing like a shit ton of editing on this stuff, but if I feel like it's gonna take more work just to edit the video than it is just to record the reaction, then I might just be like, yeah, I'm not gonna use this one. Damn it, man, this thing got scratched. I think I want to say that there's like erasers or something like that they have for porcelain where you can kind of like scratch out or scrub out like nicks and scratches or something. But yeah, this definitely helped clean out the sink. I'll tell you that much, that bleach. Whew. Oh, baby. You're nice and white now. That's what he said. You got, yeah. Okay, good. Nice bleached. Nice and bleached. All right. Again, presented by Clorox Clean. Clorox Cleaner plus bleach. That stuff works amazing. No joke. No joke. No lie. Alright. I had 3 taquitos left. Out of this big freaking bag, I had 3 taquitos left. I'm gonna put those in there with the remaining pizza rolls, and that'll be all this crap I have left over from the freezer, just about. Except for I still have fish in the freezer that I didn't eat yet. So there's that. I still have black pepper marinated salmon I put in the freezer the day I brought it home, so it should be it should be fine. It should still be good. But as soon as I take it out, then I'm gonna have to proactively make sure I eat it. I don't understand what happened with her. Her lights have not been on at all tonight. I'm gonna have to text her and be like, "Did you go to bed early? Like way early or something?" Like I'm so confused. Like why? It just kind of makes me worry because, like, I know she kind of checks up on me a little bit, so I kind of check up on her a little bit just to make sure she's okay. Because I'll get comments like, "Hey, I noticed that your lights weren't on as early as usual this morning," or something. It's just like, okay, like, make her let the woman sleep. Well, I just look, like, how do I say this nicely? I mean, she's got issues, man. So like, I'm naturally concerned about her sometimes. So that's why I care, like that. Like that's why I pay attention to like what she's got going on. Because usually I know she goes to bed at like, she has a hard time sleeping, so she usually goes to sleep at like 7. So if I'm ever there past 7, I feel like kind of guilty because it's like, well, I'm taking up your time where you're supposed to be trying to sleep. Put a cutout of a clown in her window. She would probably laugh. That's the kind of person she is. But she goes to bed at 7 to make sure that she has enough time between like waking up or having a hard time falling asleep or having nightmares and stuff like that, that like it's trying to offset and make sure she gets enough sleep. So usually I expect to see her lights off after 7, but like I haven't even seen them on all night. So even when I was talking earlier for work, I didn't see any of her lights on. So I'm not sure. That kind of concerns me a little bit. I mean, I know she got back home with her car and stuff, but I didn't even see if her car's gone, if she went out somewhere, but it's very unlikely that she went out anywhere because she doesn't go anywhere. So, I mean, it's kind of like, I pretty much know her schedule for the most part. Like, I know she didn't work today because she had, her car was jacked up or whatever. She's usually off earlier in the week and works more at the end of the week. She usually works like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday, she's on call for work, and then the other days she comes in for her full days. So I mean, just try to watch out for her. I'm that kind of guy. I'm good. I'm trying to make sure she's good. That's why I had to do what I did today with the thing with her car. When her car had problems, and I was like, borrow my car. And get your stuff done. Oh man, this I can actually smell this bleach still kind of in the stink. That stuff, I feel like it's much more pungent than you look like the weakest. Stop it. I feel like it's much more pungent smelling than the other bleach cleaner I use because it's got like lemon scent mixed with it, but this stuff doesn't. So, but it just I can like smell it. It's like getting into my nose. Like I can sense that something's strong. It's something strong smelling, but I can't sense. I can't smell that it's bleach. I just know that it smells strong. If that makes sense, because I literally have no like. If your nose had taste buds, mine has zero. I have zero taste buds in my nose. You're back. You had to start laundry. Ooh. Well, that's good that you wash your own laundry. You take care of your own laundry. I was doing that as a teenager, if not before then. Myself, my mom was just like, "You guys here, I'll show you how to freaking wash your laundry. Just go to the basement. Here's how you pop some, pour some stuff in there. Like, press the big start button or whatever." Like, so me and my brother and I have been paying bills since we were teenagers. My mom had us paying like light bill, like part of bills in the house when we had jobs. Yeah, I don't trust no one with my clothes. I mean, there's that too, but I mean, usually it's kind of hard for if it was your mom, like it's kind of hard for a mom to like screw up clothes. You've been paying mills? Yes, I've been paying mills. I wish. No, no, we were paying bills when we were younger. Before when we had jobs, one of our things was like, oh, you got to pay some bills, like contribute to like. We contributed to electric and water, I think, and gas. Like we paid a little bit of everything, in addition to like having a car and car insurance and that kind of stuff. So we learned like the responsibility of paying bills at a very early age, I guess, where some, not everyone necessarily has that, not everyone has that experience. So, so it's good to get that under your belt before the opportunity passes you by, and then you're maybe not as responsible of a child or as an adult, I guess. I don't know. I used to take paying bills very seriously, but I don't anymore. So now I'm just like, ugh, like, oh, there's bills due. Like, okay, I'll get to that eventually. I'll, I'll worry about that later. No free electricity for you peeps. Yeah. Most people try to live off daddy's money. Well, I don't think that's true. I just don't think that there's enough people necessarily, enough young people that get taught that level of responsibility at an early enough age. You're taking back the South in Minecraft? Okay. My stuff is about to be done here. So you can turn it off there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So I asked some other girl if she wanted to go out, like on a date. I guess I didn't really say go out on a date, but I said, hey, do you want to go out sometime? To see what she says, and she said no. No, I'm just playing. She didn't say anything back yet. I asked her today because we've been going back and forth about like, and no, it's not Lauren. Actually, I'm going out with Lauren on Thursday. This is someone else I was talking to, and so we've been going back and forth like a little bit, and I'm just kind of like, I feel like we know enough about each other now that it's just like, let's save us something to talk about in person. Just wait till your mail gets there. Gets where? Better not have no mail coming here. You won't have dates for a week. Okay, that's a little weird. But yeah, so what? You just saw her head pop up in there. Hey, come here. Jump up. Jump. Stop it. Hang on, let me let her out. She's like freaking begging me to let her out. That is the one thing I say. Like, I don't know. Dogs seem just like a lot more annoying than cats. Where you're what? That's okay. That's interesting, Marcus. You're super Adolf. Okay. All right. So, all right. Dishes cleaned though, which is good. All right, Marcus. Right. I understand. I understand. All right. Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna go. That way I can eat. I'm hungry. And I need to start. I need to start getting to bed earlier too. I need to stop trying to stay up late or from being prevented from going to sleep early because I can never wake up in the morning when I go to bed. Like it last night, I didn't even fall asleep till like after 2 in the morning. I don't know why. I may need to consider buying some of that melatonin stuff or whatever, buying sleeping pills, and just taking something regularly so I can make sure I always go to bed. Eat for you? No, hell no. I'm not eating. I'm not gonna eat in front of you. Not on stream. Or you just saying have some food for me while you're at it. But yeah, like I need like sleeping pills or something because it's just like it's like every other night. Are you? I see you a little bit when you stream. You playing drum? Wait, what? What the hell was that even a Donovan? Or have you been drinking? um, I should have been sleeping. Bigger can't even take a sip of apple juice without having an anxiety attack. Wait, what? That's not true. What are you talking about? No, I just like I started like thinking about stuff sometimes. You know, and it's not even like it's just like stupid stuff where I just need to like so actually what I need to do is my therapist said something about downloading some app called Headspace that's supposed to help you like meditate or something like that. Something about sleeping. So I may need to look at that to see if that might be able to help because it's just weird because it's like every other night. Like tonight I'll probably sleep really good because last night I didn't sleep good at all. And then it's almost like I get too much sleep and then don't be a Richard. You know, actually I sort of nicknamed him that. Tester, come here. Come here. I don't know, why were you just squatted down like that? Come here, everyone wants to see you anyways. They want to see Chester. Say, oh, Daddy, did you wash the dishes? Say, it looks all nice and clean up here, Daddy. My name is Chester, and I like to meow. That's all I do is meow, meow, meow. We do? Wow. Look at this belly. Look at his belly. See the white? Oh my goodness. Okay, Chester. It's okay. It's okay, baby. Looks tasty. What his belly? I see you a little bit when you stream Rock Band for whatever. Oh. No, I know you were trying to say I know you were trying to make a joke, but I didn't understand I didn't understand what you were saying because it was just kind of like I know you were saying something about the Rock Band thing, like I should have been sleeping instead of doing that. But like that's different because that was on the weekend, I think, right? That was like Friday night. I mean, yeah, I should have probably been asleep, but I couldn't sleep. So then I was just like, you know what? Like I might as well just do something. Last night was just like I didn't go to sleep till after 2. I know that. Then I get like because I'm like sitting there, then I started getting hot. Then I have to take off my pajama pants because I feel too hot. Then like the blanket's too hot. Then it's almost like my upper body and lower body have different temperatures. So like my upper body's cold, but my lower body's hot. So then like my blanket only covers my top of my body, and then the blanket's off of my lower half. It's just like, dude, what is going on? I feel like freaking like, is that like old people problems? I'm not really sure. I feel like better mental state is worse if you didn't have pets. It probably would be. It probably would be. For as much as I kind of complain sometimes about like, crying and stuff like that, I mean, if I didn't have Maxwell, well, I should say Chester too, but I mean, if I didn't, Maxwell is just like, I am so glad I got Maxwell. I really am. I know I complain a lot about the pets sometimes, but that's usually because they're just when I happen to be streaming, they're either like meow meowing or Peyton's jumping around like an idiot and all that kind of stuff because he wants to go out or begging or whatever. Like, but like Maxwell, if I wouldn't have got Maxwell, like he's so freaking adorable. He's such a cuddler, and he will cuddle me. He will cuddle with me. Like he'll lay on my lap when I'm at my work chair at my desk working and stuff, and he'll just lay there. But the thing is that his timing's always so bad because I swear he always waits till like Maxwell has simp, right? He always waits till like literally I'm about to just get up and go do something. Like he'll come lay there and then he'll sit there, then he'll just lay down and start getting relaxed. And as soon as he gets relaxed, I'm like, dude, I was just about to go like get some more coffee, or dude, I was just about to go use the bathroom, or I was about to go do this or that. Like I was always about to go do something as soon as he gets comfortable, and I'm just like I feel so bad. So then sometimes I go and pick him up and bring him back in, try to see if he lays down. Sometimes he just like goes away. Sometimes he'll lay down again. Like it's just, but he is just such a, and he just purrs and like I hold him and he's just like so cuddly and everything. It's just I love this cat to death. It's probably like one of the best cats I had in a long time since Chester. I mean Bailey wasn't much of a cuddly type of cat, so Chester used to be. He still kind of is at times. Maxwell's just like all the time. Any chance he gets to like lay down on you and just sit there and close his eyes and just purr and just be like, he's definitely the definition of a mental health pet. So I'm very thankful that I have Maxwell in my life, and I bought him like years ago when I did. I didn't think he would turn out to be this. I really didn't turn out. I did not think that Maxwell was going to turn out to be like how he is. I thought he was going to be more of a. He just seemed more like a troublemaker kind of cat. Like because even when I first held him, he was just like trying to escape and was being all crazy and shit. Like he was a nuisance. Like he was just crazy. But then he just became like this cuddly ass cat. And I think it was because he was around Chester so much, and Chester just likes to cuddle. And he's just so nice and just calm and collected and whatever. And Maxwell kind of turned out the same. It's like he took the best aspects or parts of Chester. He took the best parts of Bailey. He took the best parts of Leo when he was around, and just like he's just like a mesh of all of them, and it's just like all the good stuff. Like there's literally nothing bad that. Well, I take that back. Okay, Maxwell does have some bad qualities. His main bad quality is that he just doesn't give a shit about objects. Like he'll walk over anything and not care. If he knocks something down, he doesn't care. Like he just doesn't have any like mindset like, oh, if I walk next to this glass or this cup or something, I might knock it over. Or if I walk next to these cards or some object that or papers on the desk, like he'll just knock them off the desk. It's just like, dude, why? Why? That's like the one thing that he does that just annoys me so much because he just doesn't care. But then he makes up for it by just being such a cuddle monster, a little teddy bear at the all the right time. So he's adorable and he's big. He's very big. So, but anyways, all right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go eat. I'm hungry. I'm starving actually. Really hungry all of a sudden. Probably because I only ate B-dubs today and ate like a few chicken wings for lunch or something. So thank you guys for everyone who stopped by. Appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed watching me wash the dishes and talking and stuff. I always appreciate you guys. Don't ever think otherwise. Um, so yeah, I'll stream tomorrow. I have B-dubs with my brother tomorrow, so if I stream, when I stream, it should be later. I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet. Maybe I'll do like some Connect Sports or something. I have no idea. Washington football season. Washington football team, go fuck yourself. Sicko mode was made by the guy who made God's plan. What? Okay. All right, guys. Well, take care. Everyone have a great rest of your night, and hopefully I will see you all tomorrow. Good night.